welcome to our show. I love electricity. This talk show uh, is aimed to help new freshers and experienced people uh, to help them in their career, to grow in their career, and that's why we invite some of the amazing expertise from this field, from the electrical field, some of the amazing professionals uh, to come to this show and share their experience. And guess what? Today, one more time, we have a really amazing person with us. Uh, and I'm sure he has many learnings in his life, in his 14 years of experience, which he'll be sharing with us today. Uh, Not to waste more time, let's welcome Mr. Mahendra Singh Rathaur, who will be with us in few minutes. But let me give you some introduction of him before he join us. So he has done his BTech from Kamala Nehru Institute of Technology, Sultanpur, 2008 pass out, and this was under UP Technical University. After that, he has done postgraduate diploma from NPTI under a specialization of thermal power plant engineering, completed in 2009. After that, he got selected as an in an L&T campus placement. Yeah, and then afterwards he also joined ABB, and right now he is working with NTPC GE. So great round of applause. Let's welcome our guest, Mr. Mahendra Singh Rathaur, to our great talk show. I love electricity, and I'm damn sure you also love electricity. And also, our guest today is very much in deep love with this subject. So, we will give a big round of applause for our guest, Mr. Mahendra Singh Rathaur. Hello, Mahendra.
Hello, Nirav. Thank
Nice
you.
to see you after a long time and sharing the stage with you. I think we have also many people joined, and I'm sure many people will be joining to get maximum
Yeah,
benefit out of this talk show. So, first of all, uh, great welcome to this show. As you know that in life, it gives an immense pleasure to learn from the society and then give back our experience to the society, and that's where our this talk show is aimed for. In my experience, we have seen that many engineers, many freshers, they are totally lost in their career, or even they don't know from where to start, where to go, how to plan their career. And that's what where we can help them. That's what where professionals can come down and can help the young engineers. So today our guest, as a guest we welcome you, and today all the people who have joined, maybe seeing this video later on, would like to learn from your experience, would like to know about your life story and how you have come such a long way of spending 14 years in this core branch. And here I then hand over to you. Maybe you can give some more introduction about yourself, starting from your life journey and then how you have reached to this level. So stage is yours, Mahendra.
yeah. First of all, thank you, Nirav. Thanks a lot for the making me part of this wonderful show. And namaste to all of our viewers. And before starting, I know this is a very special day. So I came to know it's your birthday today. So many happy returns of the day.
Thank you, thank
All
you.
the all the best for your journey. Thanks a lot. So okay, let me introduce first. My name is Mahendra Singh Rathaur, and I am living in Noida along with my family, my wife, and I have two fantastic kids. And as right now, I am associated with NTPC GE Power Services PVT Limited as an engineering manager of electrical engineering. My key roles in NTPCG basically looking into all the engineering activities for detail engineering as well as tender engineering for thermal power plants, substation, and renewables energy.
Mhm.
Okay. Here, I would like to say something. Let me start first from my professional journey after NPTI. I did my NPTI in 2009 after BTech. Uh, in NPTI, this is basically National Power Training Institute, and they have around 5 to 6 institute all over India, and they are providing PG diploma course after engineering in thermal power plant engineering.
Mhm.
So after NPTI, I got selected in L&T Power Vadodara as an executive engineer. I spent around 2.5 years Vadodara in L&T. After that, I switched to ABB due to some personal reasons.
Mhm.
In ABB Faridabad, here in ABB Faridabad, uh, I has joined as a senior engineer for engineering discipline, and
Mhm.
around 8.5 years I was there. After that, I switched to my current company, NTPC Power Services PVT Limited in Noida. So this is all about my professional career.
So one question, Mahendra, here.
Yeah.
What made you feel to go for this NPTI after completing your engineering? I mean, what was that driving force? Were you just attracted for this thermal power plants, or what was the exact thing, which made you decide to go for further studies for NPTI?
Uh, yeah, this is very good question. Actually, when I was in third year of my engineering uh, course in KNIT Sultanpur,
Mm-hmm.
so I dream to have my job in my hardcore engineering, like in electrical. But
Mm-hmm.
many of companies who visited my college are from other streams, non-core engineering, like computer science, information technology.
Mm-hmm.
And many of my friends from my discipline, from mechanical engineering, from civil engineering, they
Mm-hmm.
have decided to choose go in software and IT industry. But my dream was to have job in electrical engineering stream only, hardcore engineering.
Mm-hmm.
So, but few companies, one or two companies only who visited campus, but unfortunately, due to some reasons, I could not place into them.
Mm-hmm.
So after BTech, when I completed BTech, I was jobless. Means there are totally 32 students in electrical stream in my college,
Mm-hmm.
and around 29 students got placement from the college.
Okay.
But it was really very, I can say, I was very sad that time. How how will things move, and what my society will say to me.
Right.
My Mahendra has done engineering, now what to do next?
Correct.
So,
And
but
I
I,
think I think this is the major problem with many of the students right now, and that's why we are aiming, to help them in their career. I think it happens many a times in the college that only 20-30% people gets their placement. What number you have told is really appreciable. That so many people got placed from your college, but not in every college this happens, right? May hardly 20-30% people gets
yes,
get in
right.
the campus, and then rest of the people has to start from the scratch. So I can understand your feeling, and this is exactly what we want to help people here. So, Mahendra, before also going deep into this subject, I want to ask you one more question, which is more relevant, to the topic. Is what made you decide to first of all select electrical branch? Because that's where the people get stuck, and this is the most difficult decision, I would say, in the life, that which stream you should select, because there are many options you will be having, and you are not quite enough mature, not because of your age, but because of the lack of information available in the society. So can you just give some insight on what made you inspire to select this electrical branch?
Yeah, of course. So इस क्वेश्चन का जवाब देने के लिए मुझे थोड़ा सा पीछे जाना पड़ेगा. व्हेन आई वाज आई हैव कंप्लीटेड माय 12th. ओके. सो जब मैंने अपना 12th फिनिश किया, सो यू नो मींस इसके बाद क्या करना है, ये सभी एस्पिरेंट्स के दिमाग में क्वेश्चन होता है कि अब 12th के बाद मुझे क्या करना है, वेदर आई शुड चूज engineering discipline, I should choose medical discipline. At that time, to be very frank, the maturity level is not too much high. कि what should I choose? What should be the correct career option for me? So
Right.
that time, we, me along with my elder brother, Dev Bhai, we used to live in Kanpur.
Mm-hmm.
So, in Kanpur there is a hub for IIT coaching centers.
Right.
तो वहाँ से मुझे एक मोटिवेशन मिला, मेरे भाई मेरे लिए एज ए मेंटर बने
Mm-hmm.
कि दे ही गाइडेड मी कि आप इंजीनियरिंग चूज करो. सो आई जॉइन आईआईटी कोचिंग क्लासेस इन कानपुर एंड देयर इज ए बिग कंपटीशन among the students to go in the IIT,
Mm-hmm.
only for IIT. Means in first year when I joined IIT classes, I don't used to fill forms other than IIT because I dreamed it. IIT Kanpur nearby the IIT coaching classes. So I
Right.
used to go to Kanpur to have their culture, their
Mm-hmm.
environment. So
Mm-hmm.
that environment motivates me. कि yes, you should do engineering. So uh, I prepared for 1 year. मेरा सिलेक्शन IIT में नहीं हुआ. I was very sad, but my family supported me a lot. कि
Mm-hmm.
कोई बात नहीं बेटा, इस बार नहीं हुआ, अगली बार से. सो नेक्स्ट ईयर भी मैंने फिर से ट्राई किया, मेरा नहीं हुआ. आई वॉज अगेन वेरी सैड. माई फैमिली अगेन सपोर्टेड मी, कोई बात नहीं बेटा, नेक्स्ट टाइम. सो इस तरीके से आई हैव invested 3 years for the preparation of IIT JEE only.
Okay.
And at the end of third year, I got to know I have to. I thought I have to compromise with my dreams there
Mm-hmm.
because I am just lagging with my dreams.
Mm-hmm.
So I got selected in KNIT Sultanpur after the counseling. So during the counseling, again my brother was with me. He told you can choose either electrical because rank was good. So I have an option for good for computer science and electrical or mechanical.
Okay.
So my brother says these hardcore branches have more chances to get into the government jobs, and the craze for government job was very much high that time कि भाई
Mm-hmm.
गवर्नमेंट जॉब करनी है तभी एक. तो आई चूज electrical engineering that time due to some these circumstances which I have explained to you.
Mm-hmm.
So this
So,
was the.
first of all, a big round of applause I would give to your family. ये सोसाइटी में ये समझना और ये अप्रिशिएट करना बहुत ज़रूरी है कि आपको आप कभी भी आप व्हेन यू आर अप इन योर लाइफ व्हेन यू आर डाउन इन योर लाइफ फैमिली सपोर्ट मैटर्स अ लॉट एट दैट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम. अगर आपको बहुत ज़्यादा फैमिली प्रेशर भी आ जाता देन यू मस्ट नॉट हैव रीच्ड एट दिस लेवल, राइट? सो आई दिस एडवाइस आई वुड लाइक टू गिव टू एवरीवन दैट आपके फैमिली में ये समझना भी बहुत ज़रूरी है कि आपको हर टाइम सक्सेस नहीं मिलेगा. When you are on the black side of your life, there may be ups and downs, and then family has to support you. But one question from me is कि जब आपने ये सिलेक्शन करना था इलेक्ट्रिकल एंड मैकेनिकल के बीच में, तो was there something coming from your heart that और या तो कोई और क्वेश्चंस थे कि इलेक्ट्रिकल being the toughest branch to understand, the concepts are very tough, that how you will cope up or how you will understand all those things. So that's what I want to know.
Yeah, for the selection of electrical engineering, actually my core interest was physics. सो
Mm-hmm.
फिजिक्स में भी कुछ ऐसे, अब आईआईटी की तैयारी मैंने इतनी ज़्यादा कर ली थी कि मेरे जो कॉन्सेप्ट थे दे वर वेरी मच क्रिस्टल क्लियर, एंड स्पेशली फिजिक्स.
Okay.
तो फिजिक्स में भी आप देखोगे देर आर मेनी टॉपिक्स लाइक इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक थ्योरी, पावर सिस्टम एनालिसिस, दीज थिंग्स. इतने ज़्यादा मुझे क्लैरिटी थी इनमें कि मुझे इलेक्ट्रिकल की तरफ जाना पड़ा, क्योंकि मैकेनिकल में मुझे वो चीज़ इतना समझ में नहीं आता था जितना मुझे इलेक्ट्रिकल समझ में आता था. क्योंकि
Wow.
इलेक्ट्रिकल को मैंने it was known to very hardest discipline that time, electrical engineering. So
Definitely.
I took it as a challenge to why it is hard before engineering.
Okay.
So like there are many topics in electrical engineering like flux. What is flux? मैं सोचता था भाई flux क्या होता है, मुझे नहीं पता आता था. But when I close my eyes, I realized what is flux. This is the north pole. This is the south pole. The flux exists in between the north and south poles.
Uh-huh.
So how electricity is being generated? Any conductor, any current carrying conductor which cuts the flux can carry the current. सिंपल थिंग थी. तो ये सब चीज़ें इतना सिंपलिसिटी सीखा मैंने वहाँ पे.
Mm-hmm.
तो दैट फोर्स मी टू चूज इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग. एंड वन मोर थिंग, इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग बेसिकली नथिंग, इट इज ऑल अबाउट इमेजिनियरिंग. आप जितना ज़्यादा इमेजिन करोगे उतना ज़्यादा ये सिंपल होती जाती है.
Great, great. So Mahendra, one piece of advice हमारे ऑडियंस के लिए कि अगर उनको इलेक्ट्रिकल ब्रांच में जाना है तो व्हाट इज दैट वन थिंग दे शुड बी लाइकिंग और नोइंग, और व्हाट इज दैट वन ड्राइविंग फोर्स फॉर देम?
देखिए, इसमें मैं एक चीज़ ये बोलना चाहूँगा कि इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग एक ऐसा सब्जेक्ट है जिसमें हमको प्रॉब्लम दिखता नहीं है. प्रॉब्लम होता है बट प्रॉब्लम दिखता नहीं है. लाइक आई कैन नॉट सी द करंट, आई कैन नॉट सी द वोल्टेज, बट आई कैन फील द करंट. सो इस कॉन्सेप्ट में डीप में जाने के लिए मेरे ख्याल से और इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग बेसिकली क्या है, ये एक ऐसी इंजीनियरिंग स्ट्रीम है जहाँ पे आप डे टू डे, even in every house, we use all the appliances which are running from the electricity.
Mm-hmm.
So I think electrical engineering थोड़ा सा टफ है, बट अगर हम इसमें थोड़ा डीप में जाएंगे, थोड़ा सिंप्लिसिटी के साथ सीखेंगे, तो इट
Mm-hmm.
इज वेरी सिंपल एंड वेरी इजी एंड वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग इंजीनियरिंग स्ट्रीम.
Right. ग्रेट, 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 गुड टू नो दिस. एंड मैंने काफ़ी सारे लोगों से बात की है, लाइक प्रोफेशनल्स, उनका भी यही मानना है कि इफ़ यू वांट टू गो और इफ़ यू आर सिलेक्टिंग इलेक्ट्रिकल ब्रांच, जस्ट कीप वन थिंग इन माइंड. इफ़ यू लाइक फिजिक्स सब्जेक्ट्स, इफ़ यू लाइक दोज फंडामेंटल्स विच यू हैव गॉन इन 10th 12th में भी, अभी तो बहुत आगे से चालू हो जाते हैं, देन इट इज़ वेरी लाइकली कि आपको आगे जाके इंजीनियरिंग, इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग के कॉन्सेप्ट्स भी समझ में आएंगे. एंड वन मोर थिंग, अगर आपकी इमेजिनेशन पावर बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छी है, इफ यू कैन इमेजिन द थिंग्स वेरी नाइसली, देन इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग इज योर कप ऑफ टी. अदरवाइज देन सी की अदर ब्रांचेस लाइक मैकेनिकल है और आईटी ब्रांचेस है, उसमें आपका इंटरेस्ट कैसा है. सो वेरी गुड महेंद्र, यू शेयर्ड also your views on this. Again, let's move on to your life.
Yeah, so I would like to, first of all, I will be very glad if any productive information from my past history that can be useful for your viewers, for the freshers who are struggling for the selection of stream, for the selection of job. So I will be very glad. So let me just share. I will take hardly 5 to 10 minutes. We'll start from 10th for my education summary basically. So when I was in 10th, to be very frank, uh, I love I love to read biology books. So लाइक उस समय क्या होता था कि बहुत सारे लोग मेरे घर में ऐसे होते थे कि पापा का तबीयत खराब रहती थी, तो मुझे लगता था कि यार काश मैं डॉक्टर होता तो शायद पापा की मैं घर में अच्छे से ट्रीटमेंट कर सकता, या मेरे रिलेटिव किसी की तबीयत खराब होती है, तो इस टाइप की फीलिंग्स, मिक्स फीलिंग्स थी.
Mm-hmm.
तो जब आप 10th में जाते हो तो सबसे पहले आपको फिर ये चूज करना रहता है कि भाई आप साइंस लेना है, साइंस में भी मैथ्स लेनी है, बायो लेनी है, आर्ट्स लेनी है, कॉमर्स लेना है, क्या लेना है आपको, ये कौन गाइड करेगा. हम खुद से गाइड करेंगे तो उसमें भी देर आर 2 or 3 फैक्टर्स लाइक फैमिली प्रायोरिटीज क्या है, फैमिली क्या बोलती है. आपके घर में अगर एल्डर ब्रदर सिस्टर हैं तो अगर उन्होंने पहले से साइंस स्ट्रीम चूज किया होता है तो नेचुरली 90% चांस है कि आपको भी साइंस लेना पड़ेगा. सेकेंड थिंग जो हो जाता है कि आप जो भी स्ट्रीम चूज कर रहे हैं, फ्यूचर में आपकी
I believe there is some technical glitch, but just be online. Mahendra will be back with us in few minutes. So, guys, I think first of all, thank you those who are online and watching this show live. Uh, we are very thankful. We are very glad to have you on stage and sharing this amazing experience from Mahendra. Let me tell some more things which you might not be knowing. Mahendra was my colleague in ABB. So we have worked for maybe more than an year at the Grasim site in Bharuch. When I joined ABB in 2011, I was working in one of the projects in Tamil Nadu where I spent almost 6 months there. And then I luckily got shifted to another project which was in Bharuch. This was a Grasim site. And there I met Mahendra as you know the testing engineer. So he was in those days he was looking after the testing of all the equipments. जैसे हमारा पूरा डिवीजन था ईबॉप डिवीजन सो इन द थर्मल प्लांट यू नो जो भी इलेक्ट्रिकल बैलेंस ऑफ प्लांट्स है दिस वाज बीइंग हैंडल्ड बाय एबीबी अवर क्लाइंट या दे वर ग्रासिम इंडस्ट्रीज तो वो टाइम पे 98 मेगावाट का ये पावर प्लांट था विच वी वर कमिशनिंग एंड देयर आई मेट महेंद्र ऑन साइट and he's really a humble person. He's really a great achiever, self motivated person, and that's why I thought let's have Mahendra today on our show because he loves electricity, which I have seen. That's the driving force for him for his career, and now he is also working at NTPC GE. This is a joint venture where he's right now in the engineering field. So he's really having a vast experience from construction, from testing of the equipments, and also now he's doing engineering for uh, for his current job. तो अगर आप देखें तो एक इलेक्ट्रिकल एक इंजीनियर का जो करियर होता है यू शुड नॉट बी इन द वन प्लेस कंप्लीटिंग योर होल लाइफ इन द सेम प्रोफाइल Mahendra ka agar dekho to he has been to the construction site to the testing sites and that's where you gain the experience which you use in your future profiles or your future assignments which you will be choosing. If I talk about myself, I started with SR in 2008. Again, I've done my uh, engineering in electrical branch from Atmiya University, pass out 2008, and then I also got selected as an GET in SR in 2008. I was then, yeah, I think we have Mahendra back with us, so let's take him. Welcome, Mahendra. I think there was some technical glitch. Nevertheless,
Yeah, sorry for the there were power
no problem. I
restrictions.
was just telling our viewers that how I met you and how we know each other. This was back
Yeah,
in 2000,
yeah,
2012. I remember we shared the same project where you were serving as a
Grasim.
in the Grasim site, yeah, and you were serving as a testing engineer, and then I was also managing the site as a site supervisor. So that's where we got collaborated. Right, Mahendra? Maybe we can pick up from where we dropped.
Yeah, so I was just sharing my past experience from the 10th. So there are basically family preferences also dominant when you are choosing any career option for you. So that time I chosen then science in 10th, and the same is continue up to the 12th. And after 12th, again you have a option where to go. So there is many that time many questions comes in your mind. मुझे क्या करना चाहिए, मुझे क्या बनना है, क्योंकि मैच्योरिटी लेवल उतना हाई नहीं रहता है। तो एक मेंटर का होना बहुत जरूरी है। वो मेंटर कोई भी हो सकता है, आपका भाई बहन, आपका गुड फ्रेंड, आपके टीचर, कोई भी मेंटर हो सकता है। तो इन दैट केस माय ब्रदर वाज माय मेंटर, सो ही गाइडेड मी। ठीक है, अभी 12th के बाद में फिर आईआईटी की तैयारी करो, फिर इंजीनियरिंग करो। सो दैट वाज हाउ फ्रॉम 10 टू बीटेक।
Wow, great. I think mentor you mentioned, right?
या
हर किसी की लाइफ में एक एक मेंटर कभी ना कभी आता है, in a different from as you said, it can be your brother, it can be your sister, it can be your relative, any of the person who you may not be knowing also. Yeah, this comes abruptly in your life, guides you, and then they totally change your life. मेरी
Right.
बात करूँ तो my brother-in-law, he was doing his engineering in electrical branch from Ellie Morby, and he was my mentor. And under his guidance, only I was able to make a decision that I want to go for electrical branch. Of course, on the other hand, I was having a great love, a great inclination for this branch, because I was also loving all these concepts. I was loving how the fan works, how the motor works. This everything was so fascinating for me that. But even after that, you need a mentor to properly guide you, because this is a dark field, this is a dark forest, and you need a torchlight from someone who has walked that path, and they can
Correct.
properly guide you. So not someone who comes from some different perspective, from different field, and they start guiding you. This is somewhere they will make you confused. So someone who has walked the same path can exactly tell you what and what is the experience and how it would be in your future. So again, a great piece of advice, great experience you have shared. Moving forward to your campus interview, I think you mentioned after completing NPTI, you joined LNT, you got placed, and you started as a GT. So, how did this happen? Because this is a major milestone of life. I mean, you told that after completing your engineering, you were not selected. Yeah. Then you decided to go for NPTI, and then you really made it, cracking the interview of LNT. So, of course our audience are waiting for this moment, and they want to learn a lot from your experience of getting your first job.
Okay. So, uh, before sitting in the interview panel of LNT, uh, उसके पहले भी I have given 2 3 interviews of one is Vedanta and one is General Electric. So there I came to know my experience was very good with all the 3 companies. But I came to know आपका जो स्ट्रीम है लाइक इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग, तो इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग में जो आपके कॉन्सेप्ट्स हैं पहले तो वो क्लियर होने चाहिए, क्योंकि इंटरव्यूअर क्या देखता है कि जिसको वो हायर कर रहे हैं वेदर ही इज क्लियर with his concepts, with engineering concept like in electrical engineering. Second, whether the candidate is willing to learn something new daily, because it is a very important thing. Because what we are studying in the engineering colleges or any other institute, that makes our basic strong. But once you have a job responsibilities in a reputed company or any other company, so these 2 things basically entirely different. तो अगर हमारे अंदर नई चीज़ों को सीखने की कैपेबिलिटी है, क्यूरियसिटी है, ये हम उनको एक्सप्रेस कर पा रहे हैं, या उनको ऐसा लगता है कि सामने वाला कैंडिडेट जो है वो सीखने की क्षमता रखता है, सीखने की क्यूरियसिटी है, कॉन्सेप्ट्स आपके क्रिस्टल क्लियर हैं। थर्ड पॉइंट इज इफ़ यू आर हार्ड वर्किंग गाय, उनको आप इंटेलिजेंट हो तो अच्छा है, बट इंटेलिजेंसी के साथ में अगर आप हार्ड वर्किंग हैं तो दैट इज वेरी गुड क्वालिटी इन someone's inside.
Mhm.
So I believe these 3 things must be there to get a good job, not a good job, to get a success in your प्रोफेशनल एज वेल एज इन योर पर्सनल लाइफ, क्योंकि सीखना कभी खत्म नहीं होता। सीखना एक ऐसा प्रोसेस होता है जो लाइफ टाइम चलता है,
Right.
और सीखने की क्यूरियोसिटी ऑलवेज, इट शुड ऑलवेज बी देयर। तो ये मैंने वेदांता और जी के इंटरव्यू में सीखा था कि यस,
Mhm.
मुझे अगर ये कैपेबिलिटी है, अगर ये मैं, तो आई कैन गेट सेलेक्ट।
सो थोड़ा और डिटेल में बता सकते हो कैसा इंटरव्यू था, वेदर इट वाज रिटर्न, वेदर इट वाज अ पर्सनल इंटरव्यू और अ कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ
या
बोथ इट वेंट?
Yeah, it was basically combination of 3 things. First, there was a written question paper, like objective question papers.
Mm-hmm.
Just we have to take the right answer. After that, there was a group discussion. After group discussion, it was personal technical interview.
Mm-hmm.
After technical interview, there was a HR round. So four steps were involved in the selection process.
Okay, ग्रेट। महेंद्र, एक और क्वेश्चन मेरे दिमाग में आ रहा है, एंड आई डोंट नो वेदर इट इज राइट टू आस्क यू, बट लेट मी आस्क यू दिस थिंग, क्योंकि ये क्लैरिटी, ये माइंडसेट का क्वेश्चन है। You told that in your engineering, I think out of 32, 29 people got selected and you were not selected. Can
Yeah.
you tell us, did you try to find out what was that one reason, whether it was a mindset or you were so complacent कि यार आगे जाके मिल जाएगा? What was your mindset at that stage? I mean, what was that reason? इतने सारे लोग campus पे select हो गए, and why you were the only one?
अ, मुझे जो फील हुआ था उस टाइम पे, एक्चुअली क्या था कि मैंने एक फर्म डिटर्मिनेशन लिया था, मुझे अगर जाना है तो अपनी ही लाइन में जाऊंगा।
Mm-hmm.
आई डोंट वांट टू स्विच from electrical engineering, from hardcore engineering to other stream like software or any other things.
Mm-hmm.
So first thing was I have decided मुझे अपनी फील्ड में ही रहना है और अपनी फील्ड में ही एक एक सक्सेस हासिल करना है, जो कि सक्सेस वो चलती रहती है। सक्सेस इज नेवर स्टॉपेबल, उसमें
Mm-hmm.
कभी कोई फुल स्टॉप नहीं होता, ऑलवेज कॉमा रहता है।
Right.
तो एक ये मेजर एक फोर्स था जो मुझे ड्राइव किया कि मुझे हार्डकोर इंजीनियरिंग में जाना है। सो दैट एक पॉइंट ये था। सेकंड, कॉलेज पे कुछ ही कंपनीज होती हैं जो कि हार्डकोर इंजीनियरिंग की आती है। बेसिकली हार्डकोर इंजीनियरिंग में मोस्ट ऑफ द कंपनीज आर गवर्नमेंट कंपनीज इन
Mm-hmm.
इलेक्ट्रिकल मैकेनिकल। प्राइवेट कंपनीज बहुत कम रहती हैं जो कि कैंपस प्लेसमेंट करती हैं। तो उस टाइम पे इन्फोसिस, विप्रो, टीसीएस, अंसल एपीआई and one or two more companies have visited our campus. So only Ansel API, but that is up to a real estate business only. So not in electrical engineering business. So only one force that have that I wanted to go in my engineering field only, electrical engineering field only.
Mm-hmm. So what I clearly understand is वो टाइम पे आईटी इंडस्ट्रीज का जो कैंपस था वो बहुत ज्यादा था, एंड देन पीपल
Yeah.
आल्सो शिफ्टेड फ्रॉम कोर ब्रांच टू आईटी फील्ड, राइट?
Yes, yes.
दैट्स व्हाई यू डोंट वांट टू डू दैट, सो आपने सोचा कि लेट मी डू वन मोर एजुकेशन, उसको अपग्रेड किया जाए। यू डिड पीजीडी फ्रॉम एनपीटीआई, एंड उसके बाद यू क्रैक्ड योर इंटरव्यू विद एलएनटी। सो आई थिंक दिस इज अ वेरी गुड डिसीजन। वंस यू हैव डिसाइडेड कि मैं यार इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग करूंगा, देन मैंने ये भी देखा है कि लोग बीपीओ से चालू करते हैं जस्ट बिकॉज टू गेट प्लेस्ड, जस्ट टू शो टू द सोसाइटी कि यार मेरा प्लेसमेंट हो गया है। दे आर नॉट सो कॉन्शियस अबाउट देयर करियर, एंड ये बहुत मेजर ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम है। आई मीन मेरे टाइम पे भी काफ़ी सारी कंपनीज आई थी, मेरा भी सिलेक्शन हो गया था इन एन बीपीओ कंपनी, बट आई ऑल्सो गिव अप कि यार नहीं, व्हेन आई हैव डन माई इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग, आई वांट टू मेक माई करियर इन द सेम फील्ड। सो this advice I think many people should take, those who are maybe in their engineering phase, आप डिसाइड कर रहे हो कि आपको करियर कहाँ से चालू करना है, एंड इफ यू गेट एनी सच अपॉर्चुनिटीज, सी आई डोंट से दैट यू शुड नॉट गो फॉर दैट। ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि आप उसमें बहुत अच्छा कर सकते हो एंड यू कैन मेक योर करियर, बट चांसेस आर वेरी लेस। सो लोग ये सोचते हैं कि यार मैं चलो ट्राई करने के लिए एक बार कर लेता हूँ, या तो सोसाइटी को बताने के लिए कर लेता हूँ, या एक बार सैलरी चालू हो जाएगी देन आई कैन शिफ्ट टू
Yeah.
माय मेन ब्रांच। वो पॉसिबल नहीं होता है जनरली, सो ट्राई टू अवॉइड इट एज मच एज पॉसिबल। आपको थोड़ा दिन रुकना पड़े, थोड़े मंथ रुकना पड़े, या मे बी एक साल रुकना पड़े, but don't start from a wrong place. This is a clear message from my side, from Mahendra, and even I have interacted lot of professionals जिसने चालू किया है उसमें बहुत कम लोग सक्सेस हो पाए हैं, that they can again switch over to the main branch, they get stuck there, and it is really difficult to then get out from that job.
And I would
So
like to add something here. Sorry to interrupt you here. एक्चुअली एक बार आपने करियर से हटके कुछ भी चूज किया, तो आगे फ्यूचर में आप वापस उस करियर में जाने के लिए जो डिफिकल्टीज आती हैं, वो रियली इट इज़ वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू स्विच अगेन आफ्टर चूजिंग करियर विच इज़ नॉट favorable to you.
right,
Due
right,
to any circumstances you have chosen, okay, I will go to BPO, I will join to software. But I don't understand how a civil engineer or how a mechanical engineer can do well in a software engineering firm.
right. uh, यहाँ पे मैं एक चीज ऐड करना चाहूँगा. आई थिंक इलेक्ट्रिकल इज दैट ब्रांच कि आप कभी भी ये ब्रांच से और कोई ब्रांच में, इफ यू वांट टू गो टू आईटी, यू कैन इजीली गो आफ्टर इवन हैविंग much experience in electrical branch. Like मैं मेरी बात करूँ तो right now I am also serving a profile as an SAP admin. Now, this is a purely an IT job where I'm dealing with IT. We are doing a lot of digitalization projects. So my one portion is totally, IT based, where जहाँ पे मैं functional support दे रहा हूँ for SAP MM ERP system in our company. So it is not like that कि आप अगर IT में एक बार आपका इंटरेस्ट है और आपने कहीं पे चालू नहीं किया, तो यू कैन नॉट डू इट एनी टाइम इन योर फ्यूचर. कोर ब्रांचेस का मेन एडवांटेज यही है कि बीइंग स्टिक टू द कोर ब्रांच, यू कैन आल्सो सर्व टू अदर फील्ड्स पैरेलली, राइट. आपको बस
Correct.
वेट करना है कि आपको कब वो अपॉर्चुनिटी मिले, एंड यू कैन डू बेटर इन दैट फील्ड ऑल्सो. बट एक बार स्टार्टिंग में अगर आप रॉन्ग फील्ड में घुस गए, देन इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू देन कम बैक टू योर कोर ब्रांच एंड स्टार्ट समथिंग डूइंग with the main branch. So this is what a piece of advice we would like to give here. Thank you, Mahendra. Yeah, moving next. Then I think then what was your role in L&T? How was your tenure? What were the projects you were serving for?
Yeah, actually, I started my job profile from the site execution, and my role was installation, testing, commissioning of electrical equipments in thermal power plants, like I can say like generator, transformer, bus duct, LTHT cables. So there are many electrical equipment. So my job, installation, after installation, test them, testing, after that commissioning and
Mhm.
charging. So this was the key role in L&T at site. So my first project was IOCL Panipat Refinery, Indian Oil Corporation of Limited. So there we have gas power station as well as steam turbines also. Basically, it was HRSG, heat recovery steam generator.
Mhm.
So this was my first project in L&T. After that, after completion of this project, again my profile continued as a site testing engineer, site testing and commissioning engineer. I shifted to GMR project that is located in Rajmundry in Andhra Pradesh. So
Mhm.
this was again a combined gas cycle project, and 3 into 210 megawatt the capacity of the project.
Mhm. Wow.
So this is all about I have taken site experience, how the things looks like at site, and what are the uh, I can say challenges for the testing and for the commissioning and for the charging of the electrical equipments.
Mhm.
Personally, hands-on experience I have taken from the L&T at site, and after that, when I switched to ABB, I joined again as a site execution team. But after 2 3 years, I came into the head office as an design and engineering profile.
Mhm.
So since I have experienced at site how the power is being flowed from the generator to up to power evacuation point. So this is called basically in electrical a single line diagram.
Mhm.
So if we have site experience, so it will add on to your design profile.
Mhm.
I can I can imagine all the things at site. Like I am, if I am designing the cable routing, which a design engineer does. So I can imagine how cable is being routed at site. What are the problems that may occur while installation of cables? So that will add on to your design profile. You can overcome. You can take care of all the issues during engineering stage also. So that will help to site team for easy installation.
Okay. So you want to say that your past experience on site, जो चीजें आपने लाइव देखी है, दिस इज रियली हेल्पिंग यू नाउ इन डूइंग द इंजीनियरिंग इन अ वेरी बेटर वे. काफी सारे लोगों को ये एप्रिहेंशन होता है कि यार साइट की जॉब है, इट इज रियली हेक्टिक फील्ड, यू नो, टाइम का कोई अता पता नहीं रहता, आप सुबह जाते हो शाम को आते हो, या तो रात को आते हो, कभी नहीं भी आते हो, दूसरे दिन भी आना पड़ता है.
Yes,
व्हेन
it
यू आर इन,
happens.
राइट, वी हैव सीन दोस डेज महेंद्र. तो काफी हार्डशिप रहती है ये जो लाइफ है पूरी. यू हैव टू सेक्रीफाइस लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स ऑन पर्सनल लेवल, ऑन फैमिली लेवल. इफ यू आर मैरिड, यू नो, देन देयर आर लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स व्हिच यू कैन नॉट मैनेज, व्हिच यू कैन नॉट बैलेंस. बट दिस विल पे यू ऑफ इन योर लेटर स्टेज, राइट? आप जब आपका प्रोफाइल चेंज करोगे, व्हेन यू बी इनटू इंजीनियरिंग और मे बी डूइंग व्हाटएवर प्रोफाइल यू विल बी सिलेक्टिंग, ये जो गोल्डन पीरियड है ना, दिस व्हाट वी कॉल द गोल्डन पीरियड. व्हेन यू आर ऑन अ साइट, you need to see each and every equipment. You will get to see each and every equipments live. First of all, you know, because you are in a commissioning stage, आप उसको कैसे भी देख सकते हो. You can operate it, you can see it, and then जब वो commissioning में आता है, you can see them being operated also. So आपको एक पूरा साइकिल पता चलता है कि चीज़ें कैसे इंस्टॉल होती है, चीज़ें कैसे ऑपरेट होती है, and this really makes a huge difference in your career. So I
Correct.
think Mahendra is also having the similar experience, starting from the site and you know seeing and commissioning and testing all the things, seeing the behavior of all the equipments. So जब वो engineering में उसको डिजाइन करता है, तो then he exactly knows कि साइट पे क्या क्या प्रॉब्लम आ सकती है, and he can eliminate the same thing at that point of time. यहाँ पे महेंद्र, आई वांट टू गिव अ वेरी गुड एग्जांपल. एक स्टोरी मैंने पढ़ी थी. Japanese, you know, they design they were designing a car, and we all know that US is also a great hub for the car manufacturing. So at some point of time, you know, some of the big shots from one company, they visited Japanese factory for the car manufacturing. And in those days, what was happening कि US में जब डोर फिट करनी होती है ना, in that hinge, that was done manually. Now
Okay.
ये लोग जब यहाँ पे गए, जापान में गए, तो दिस प्रोसेस वाज एलिमिनेटेड. आई मीन उसमें जो प्रॉब्लम्स आती है, जो हिंजेस लगानी होती है, दैट ऑल वाज सो स्मूथ कि दिस पीपल गॉट सरप्राइज कि यार आप ये चीज जो कर रहे हो, अब यू आर एलिमिनेटिंग दिस थिंग, क्योंकि हमें इसमें बहुत प्रॉब्लम आती है. तो देन दे रिप्लाइड, दिस इज अ रियल स्टोरी, एंड दे रिप्लाइड दैट we fix it in the engineering stage, we don't fix it
Yes.
you
Ex-
know when in the manufacturing.
Execution stage. Yeah.
We fix that problem when we are doing the engineering. So this is where the edge is कि अगर आपने live चीजें करी है, you have the hands-on experience, this helps when you do you know designing or engineering of the plant. So great for sharing this portion also, Mahendra, with us. Moving on next, I think you have also covered your experience with ABB. Surely we would like to know your current experience in NTPC and G. But before moving to that, I want to know one thing, that what is that thing which everyone should take care to grow in their life? I mean, from my experience, I have seen that self development, you know, investing something in yourself, this is the biggest investment what you can do. What are your views on that?
Yeah, Nirav, it's a very good question. And personally, अगर अपना एक्सपीरियंस या अपने इसमें शेयर करूँ तो पहला तो ये है कि वन मस्ट हैव वन मस्ट कीप ऑन लर्निंग ईच एंड एवरी डे. ये एक बहुत बड़ा एक फैक्ट है कि अगर जिस दिन आपने लर्निंग स्टॉप कर दिया, आपकी ग्रोथ वहीं पर रुक जाएगी. आप मिस्टेक्स करो, डेली करो, नो इशू. but never mistake the same thing, never repeat the same mistake.
Mhm.
वहां से आप सीखो, अपनी गलतियों से आप सीखो, तभी आप ग्रो कर सकते हो। अपने फेलियर से आप सीखो कि अब अगर मैं फेल हुआ हूँ तो क्यों हुआ हूँ, व्हाट वाज द मेन रीजन बिहाइंड दैट।
Mhm.
सो पहला तो एक ये बोलना चाहूंगा। सेकंड, अपना जो एक मेंटल डाइट है, लाइक मोटिवेशन, आप यू वन मस्ट वन मस्ट शुड बी, वन मस्ट बी मोटिवेटेड एट ऑल द टाइम।
Mhm.
तो मोटिवेशन वो कहाँ से मिलता है, लाइक you should have book you should have good books in your life, so that
Mhm.
आपको बहुत अच्छी चीजें बुक से मिलती है, सीखने को बहुत कुछ मिलता है बुक से। आपके लाइफ में एक मेंटर होना चाहिए, जहाँ पे आप अपनी प्रॉब्लम्स को शेयर कर सको, जहाँ पे आप उनसे कुछ सीख सकते हैं। तो दिस टू थ्री थिंग्स आई कैन शेयर।
एंड महेंद्र, आई ऑल्सो सीन कि आपने बीटेक खत्म करने के बाद यू मस्ट हैव आल्सो स्टार्टेड विद अ जॉब, राइट? इट वाज इजी फॉर यू, आपको कहीं ना कहीं आप अप्लाई करते तो यू कुड हैव गॉट वन और अनदर जॉब, राइट? But still you invested doing this specialization in NPTI because you know कि इसमें मैं invest करूंगा तो there will be a highest return for me, because you are doing something very specialization in, I think, thermal power plant engineering, right? This was your main subject in that time.
राइट, राइट।
तो ये mindset जो होना ना, काफी लोग क्या करते हैं कि नहीं यार, ऑलरेडी इंजीनियरिंग में इतना खर्चा हो गया है, अभी और हाउ आई विल मैनेजिंग द फंड्स. I'm sure you will be also having the major problems, in arranging all the funds and then having that mindset कि नहीं यार, मुझे और खुद पे invest करना है, because this will be giving me high returns in the future, which is, I think, already giving you. So what do you think? I think future maybe you will be having the same mindset. If you want to grow, you will invest on yourself, and then only you can learn more skills. So uh, engineering degree एक चीज है, but then learning 21st century vital corporate skills. Let's talk about this topic, क्योंकि ये बहुत ज़्यादा डिस्कस नहीं होता है मार्केट में. व्हेन यू कम फ्रॉम योर इंजीनियरिंग लाइफ टू अ कॉर्पोरेट लाइफ, द थिंग्स आर टोटली डिफरेंट. या आप एक अलग ही एनवायरनमेंट में आ जाते हो. what are the things you should develop, or what are the skills you should focus before starting your job right now? क्योंकि आज की डेट में, हमारे टाइम पे तो इतनी कंपटीशन थी, बट लाइक चल जाता था यार, एक दो स्किल्स नहीं है ये वो. बट राइट नाउ कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स, योर ईमेल राइटिंग स्किल्स, देर आर सो मेनी सॉफ्ट स्किल्स जो कंपनी डे वन से मांगती है. So can you just give us, maybe three, four skills which freshers should mainly focus before completing their engineering?
ओके, सो इसमें मैं ये बोलना चाहूँगा नीरव कि फॉर फ्रेशर्स पहली चीज, लाइफ में डिसिप्लिन होना बहुत ज़रूरी है।
Mhm.
लाइक इन अगर मैं कॉर्पोरेट कल्चर की बात करूँ, तो एक डिसिप्लिन होना एक पॉइंट, ये बहुत ज़रूरी होता है। सेकंड, क्वालिटी ऑफ योर डिलीवरेबल्स, आप जो भी डिलीवर कर रहे हो उसको, उसमें क्वालिटी मेंटेन होना चाहिए। इट मे हैपन दैट कि वो काम करने में हो सकता है आपको थोड़ा टाइम लगे, बट ऑफ कोर्स quality, we should not compromise with the quality in our deliverables। ये एक मेजर पॉइंट है कॉर्पोरेट कल्चर में।
Mhm.
सेकेंड, थर्ड पॉइंट इज, जो कि बहुत ही मेजर पॉइंट है, वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस, जो कि बहुत मेजर इशू है कॉर्पोरेट कल्चर के लिए,
Mhm.
कि हाउ टू मैनेज वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस। ये पर्सन टू पर्सन डिपेंड करता है कि वो कैसे मैनेज करता है। अगर मैं अपना experience share करूँ कि how I am managing work life, it is little bit difficult,
Mhm.
but yes, 70-80% we can manage।
Right.
So that means that comes with how to say no. This is very important, how to say no,
Mhm.
because you may have more workload, more job priorities on the same day,
Mhm.
but if we do not have capability how to say no, so of course there is a big issue with your to maintain balance in work life. So these two three points which I can share.
राइट. तो अगर मैं स्किल्स की बात करूं, so what are the corporate skills people should develop? Is this something they should start working on their personality development, their communication? How important this is for you?
Yeah, communication skills is very much important in corporate culture. So one should develop one's um, personality development. So like no matter you can communicate yourself in Hindi or English, it doesn't matter. But you should be your thought process should be communicable to your uh, upstream managers.
Mm-hmm.
And industrial skills are there. Too many industrial skills are there. Like if you have specialized in any stream, like I can say in engineering. So there are many industrial tools where you can develop ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can say, like I'm doing engineering calculations. So if I am strong in engineering calculations, so it is very helpful to grow in your career.
Mm-hmm. So are there any softwares, Mahendra, which you will recommend for the freshers? काफी लोग मुझे भी पूछते हैं कि सर ये ई टैप कर लूँ, काफ़ी सारे सॉफ्टवेयर्स हैं, तो मुझे आज व्हेन इज इन इंजीनियरिंग मुझे ये करना चाहिए या कब करना चाहिए या हाउ मच बेनिफिशियल इट विल बी. तो इज देयर एनी सॉफ्टवेयर्स व्हिच फ्रेशर शुड लर्न?
Uh, for electrical engineering, if I say yes, there is a ETAP licensed version in the market,
Mm-hmm.
but that is a little bit costly. But one can develop their skill in ETAP. He can well understand ETAP. Basically, ETAP will teach you how the power flow is being uh, executed in any power industry or any other industry also where the substation or power is involved.
Mm-hmm.
How the shorts we can do short circuit analysis, we can have voltage drop calculations in ETAP, we can do earthing sizing calculations.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, if we and one more thing, relay setting is also can be done from the ETAP. So yes, ETAP can be done. Second, AutoCAD one can have. Uh, this is one of the platform where engineering drawings are being prepared by us. So AutoCAD सीख सकते हैं.
Mm-hmm.
उसके बाद बहुत सारी एक्सेल शीट्स भी आती हैं जहाँ पे हम वी कैन मेक अस proficient in calculations.
I see. So, ETAP, AutoCAD, I think freshers can do. This will help them in their career also. Like maybe कोई भी फील्ड में हो, कोई भी प्रोफाइल में हो, ये चीज़ें अगर सीख ली तो दिस विल ऐड टू देयर प्रोफाइल, राइट? क्योंकि इंजीनियरिंग फ्रेशर्स जो होते हैं ना, उनके पास एक्सपीरियंस नहीं होता है. सो अगर आप देखो तो सबके रिज्यूम्स ऑलमोस्ट सेम ही होते हैं, राइट?
Right.
एकेडमिक्स, अचीवमेंट्स जो भी होते हैं, एंड देन ऑलरेडी दे नो कि आपने इंजीनियरिंग खत्म कर ली. बट व्हाट इज दैट वन थिंग, अगर आपने कोई ऐसा सॉफ्टवेयर सीख लिया है तो रिक्रूटर को डेफिनेटली लगेगा कि यार ये बंदा एक स्टेप बियॉन्ड है जो लोग अभी फ्रेशर्स हुए हैं. ही इज रियली इंटरेस्टेड इन नोइंग, लर्निंग न्यू थिंग. सो दिस विल डेफिनेटली बेनिफिट यू. तो अगर आप ऐसे कोई कोर्स देखते हैं मार्केट में, बट हाँ, जैसे कि वो ऑथेंटिक होने चाहिए, फ्रॉम द रिलायबल सोर्सेज होने चाहिए, एंड यू शुड ऑल्सो गेट अ सर्टिफिकेट, अ वैलिड सर्टिफिकेट फॉर दैट. तो ये दो तीन चीज़ें हैं, बिकॉज देर आर मेनी फ्रॉड्स ऑल्सो हैपनिंग इन द मार्केट. तो बी अवेयर ऑफ दैट. But yeah, this, as Mahendra said, this will really help you in your career. Mahendra, I would like to ask very important question. Since you have 14 years of huge experience, uh, what are your professional achievements in this 14 years? If you want to put down, in one or two line, uh, we will be happy to know this. That What were your professional achievements till now?
Yeah, actually, recently in my current organization, uh, 2 3 months back, we have shifted to renewable energy. So I was the team lead for that particular project.
Hmm.
So I just wanted to share my screen. There, actually, I have been appreciated from my board of directors for this great achievement, and that is happened with the great team job.
Yeah. Yes.
So the project capacity is 325 megawatt solar project.
Okay. So first of all, really congratulations for this achievement. I think this is the biggest achievement one can have in their career. One thing you see what Mahendra has mentioned, this was a team work. So लोग ये बोलते हैं ना कि मैंने ये कर दिया मैंने वो कर दिया. This doesn't works in corporate. It always works in a team. After all, there is a team behind any success in corporate. This is also something very important to learn when you are starting your career कि यार आपको एक टीम में काम करना है. You will be part of the team. You have to collaborate. You have to communicate properly. तो ये सारी चीजें जब एक साथ होती है ना तभी कोई बड़े प्रोजेक्ट की अचीवमेंट इस तरह की होती है जहाँ पे आपको मैनेजमेंट रिकग्निशन मिलता है. सो वंस अगेन महेंद्र, वी विश कि आप ऐसी सक्सेस आपको और भी मिलती रहे इन योर करियर. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस, इज देयर एनीथिंग की विच यू वांट टू शेयर विद अस एज योर पर्सनल लेवल अचीवमेंट जो आपको लगता है मे नॉट बी रिकॉग्नाइज्ड बाय कंपनी बट यू थिंक दैट दिस वाज समथिंग ग्रेट आई हैव डन, और ये एक्सपोजर बहुत अच्छा था मेरे लिए.
या एक्चुअली मैं यहाँ पे एक चीज़ शेयर करना चाहूँगा कि when I have chosen engineering, so after 14 years of experience in my site execution and engineering experience, so एक चीज़ और इसमें ये है कि I we can have our own uh, business which can offer others to have their job along with you. I mean, अगर आपके पास एक अच्छा खासा एक्सपीरियंस है अपनी इंजीनियरिंग का या अपनी किसी भी फील्ड का, तो उसमें आप एक एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं,
हम्म.
क्योंकि आपके पास एक्सपीरियंस है, आपके पास नेटवर्क है, आपके पास नॉलेज है.
हम्म.
तो उससे जो फ्रेशर्स होंगे या जो आपका सराउंडिंग्स रहेगा, तो उनको एज ए टीम लेके आप एक एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं और
हम्म.
यू कैन ग्रो योर ओन बिजनेस. यू कैन अचीव योर ओन ड्रीम्स.
हम्म.
तो एक ये चीज़ मैं शेयर करना चाहता था यहाँ पे.
Right. Great, great, great. So I think we have spent almost 1 hour uh, learning from you a lot of things, knowing your life, journey. Pura. Even I was not knowing this many things. Maybe we were working for maybe almost 1 year at site, but never had such a personal interaction with you. So it was a great pleasure having you on board, sharing your wisdom. Thank you very much, first of all, for accepting this invite and being with us in this show. Here, I would
थैंक
like
यू.
to
थैंक यू.
reiterate the things and the main takeaways from this interview, what we have done with Mahendra. And he says that, challenges बहुत सारी आती है careers में, but you have to have that mindset to overcome that challenges, and you only need to find out the solution for this. Of course, you can have a mentor, or you should have a mentor in your life, which will be guiding you definitely to move forward in your life, in your career. So this is the biggest key takeaway what Mahendra shared with us. Second is you cannot compromise quality, right? जब आप corporate में हो, uh, आपको quality work maintain रखना है to grow at that level where you are willing to reach after spending some time in the corporate, like after having 14, 15 years of experience. you should have a clear career goal path also. Like I'm sure Mahendra will be having a foresight of maybe 4 or 5 years down the line what he want to do in his life. Of course, we could not cover it today, but sometime when he is sitting as a GM VP in any company, we will again would like to interview and ask him about his career goals. So third thing, what very important and which I liked what he shared is how to say no to anybody. So uh, this is something will not come overnight. ये आपको सीखनी पड़ेगी जब आप corporate में हो to maintain that quality, right? To maintain that work-life balance. So start learning how to say no also. ये बहुत important चीज है. And learning some of the modules, some of the tools will really help you in your life to grow more, will give you an edge like ETEP, AutoCAD, what he shared. And अगर आपको लगता है कि there is many more things to learn from Mahendra, you have certain questions in your mind, uh, with the permission of Mahendra, I think people can connect with you on LinkedIn, right?
Yeah,
So
please. Anyone can connect anytime.
and Mahendra would love to answer you, maybe as per his convenience, because he is very busy guy. We also got uh, this schedule after a long discussion with him. But I think he's also an electricity lover, and I would like to
Yeah,
do one thing with you, Mahendra. Let's show this heart and say, I love electricity,
I
and
love electricity.
this is one thing which every electrical engineer should carry in their heart. Should be deep imprinted in your heart, and this is the love for the electricity what we are sharing through this talk show. Of course, there are many ups and downs, but you should never lose that love for that electricity. uh, जो आपने सोचा था कि यार कॉलेज के 4 साल आप स्पेंड करते हो लर्निंग ऑल दोस 40 डैम यू नो very hard subjects, I would say. It's not easy to
Right.
complete 40 subjects in 4 years. Coming out from there, and if you don't start with a good company, personally, my heart sinks when I see people. Of course, ये कोरोना टाइम था, काफी सारी जॉब्स नहीं थी मार्केट में, एंड पीपल आर स्टिल स्ट्रगलिंग. एंड वहां से मुझे ये इंस्पिरेशन हुआ है दैट लेट्स help our heroes, let's bring them back. They are lost somewhere, they are getting departed from their branch, from our main branch. So with this, I think signing off from this talk show today, Mahendra. Once again, thank you very much. We would love to invite you in future, and it was really nice talking to you. This video will be available on my platform YouTube. Of course, we are live right now, and we see many people have connected in this live session also. So thank you very much, those who are listening to us. Stay tuned in next session. Also, we will be bringing such amazing people in our talk show, and also Mahendra could be one of the spectator for us, giving inputs through the messages and all those things. Stay connected with Mahendra. He would love to help you. Have a nice day, Mahendra. Thank you very much.
Thank
And
you.
see you
Thank
in
you.
episode.
Thank you, everyone.
Signing off, Niro Moda. Bye.